No justice, no peace. Is that just a saying? Or is it something that should mean something to those that it should mean something to? The children of the movement are rising everywhere. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but my newsfeed and my algorithm have shown me tonight that people are uprising all over all of the major cities across the United States of America. Because no justice, no peace. Without justice, there can be no peace. And justice is not third-degree murder and manslaughter. And that's just what you were arrested for. And that isn't even to say that you're going to be indicted for it. That isn't even to say that you're going to be convicted of it. And it definitely is not to say that you're going to go to jail for it. Not to mention the fact that there's 3 other people that need to be sitting in that damn jail cell with you. And they're not there. Third-degree murder and manslaughter. Justice? No justice. No peace. So, if they're not protesting and rioting in your city, you may want to prepare for that. Because it seems like the children of the movement are tired. And while I sit here on my beautiful patio amongst my wonderful garden that gives me peace of mind and peace of body and peace of soul, understand that I am tormented and I am traumatized. To all of you that have kind of stepped out of the shadows on this one and posted things and said things that you've never posted before, or that I've never seen you post before or never said before, I thank you. Really, truly, truly thank you from the bottom of my heart, because y'all just don't understand. Like, I've said it before. I said it on the stairs of City Hall in Houston back when Philando Castile died. When the Black Lives Matter protest happened then. I stood on the steps of City Hall and I said, in every major revolution in the history of man, if you think back on them, nothing changed until those that weren't oppressed got involved in the fight. My favorite example of this is World War II. World War II, there were all kinds of people being discriminated against and all kinds of people dying in Nazi camps, right? But the Jews, they were the major ones, right? So there were more Jews that were persecuted than anybody else. Was it the Jewish people that uprose and that voiced their concerns and fought against the Nazis and actually won? It was the Allies that did that. It was the Allies that saw that what they were doing to the Jews, to the blacks, to the homosexuals, and everybody else that had to walk around with some kind of star or label on their clothes and got shipped off to camps to be dying in gas chambers and whatnot. It was those that were not targeted that had to get involved in the fight for it to come to an end. And that's where the terminology ally comes from, right? So it was the Allied forces that did that. So the allies in this particular struggle are just as important. If you're not being discriminated against, if you're not being oppressed, if you don't see your brethren in the street dying under the knee of a police officer for absolutely no reason and for what could possibly have been a forged check, and that doesn't sit right with you, if that messes with your heartstrings and does certain things to you, start saying something. Start doing something. What can you say? What can you do? Just say. Say that you don't think it's right. Say that this was wrong. Say that you see my color, right? So that's one thing that I've said today. Like, you need to see the technicolor that it is being black in America. Because being black in America has different implications than any other race in America. Being black in America is a weapon that none of us chose and none of us picked up. It's not a good place. It's not a good thing to do. It's not a good place to be. And my black is beautiful, right? I'm proud of my black and I'm proud of being who I am. But at the end of the day, I'm scared and I'm traumatized and I'm exhausted. But I came on here because I wanted to let you guys know that when they say no justice, no peace, it's more than just a chant. It literally is a life force. There can be no justice. I'm sorry, there can be no peace if there is no justice. And there can be no justice until these situations are taken seriously and prosecuted the way that they're supposed to. Because right now, the precedent for what we have going on is Eric Gardner. And we all know how that turned out. So write the letters, sign the petition, make the calls, do the stuff, and vote for the people. Vote for the people that we're supposed to vote for. Vote for the people that are going to make this thing change once and for all, because this has been a struggle since the beginning of time with this particular country. Aren't you tired of it? I know I sure as hell am.